shocker, Winchester can't even shoot out of a Winchester. Guys, what's up? Welcome back to the Dirtbag Outdoors YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in. Check this out. Look at this behemoth of a box right here. Winchester, red, super bright box. What's this? You see a little peeking out here, right? You know what I mean? Kind of popping through a little bit, if you know what I'm saying. What is it? What did I get? Well, I got something in a Winchester box that is not even made by Winchester whatsoever. Winchester's name is on it, but they're not part of it. Okay, is what I'm saying. They're not even part of it. And let's just get right into it, okay? Well, I'm not going to get into super technical stuff right now, specifications-wise. We are going to talk about first impressions, and then we are going to go shoot this. So, without further ado, let me get this out the way. We have the newer, not brand new, but newer Winchester Xpert 22 bolt-action rifle. My first impressions when I opened the box was... it was not made by Winchester. It says Winchester, but it's actually made by a company in Turkey with just Winchester's name on it. Just like the Springfield 2020 is not made by Springfield. And then my second impression was how light this thing is. It is absolutely insane. The scope I have on here probably weighs the exact same amount as the actual rifle itself. It is a plastic kind of polymer stock. I like the kind of satin gray Cerakote style finish they have on here. This comes with a threaded barrel. The action is extremely smooth. Like, it's super, super crispy, like one-handed. Takes Ruger 1022 mags, which is pretty cool. There's two ways to undo the mag, which is kind of weird. You can do the button down there, or you can pull, there's a red lever on each side, and you can pull them down at the same time and it pops it out. So that's kind of interesting. And then, yeah, it does not come with a scope mount. That was something I had to research. And there's only like one place that makes it besides Winchester, which is Tally, and it's like $60. And with this rifle being as affordable as it is, I paid, I think $237 or so for this thing before shipping. I'm not going to spend $60 on a mount. So I went and found some Weaver number 16 bases, and they mounted right up to the factory drilled and tapped receiver, and I put on the Armstrong precision rimfire scope, which I absolutely love this thing. It's becoming one of my new favorite rimfire scopes. Absolutely love what he's doing there. Anyways, that's pretty much it. We're going to shoot some random assortment kind of stuff to see what it likes. It is very windy today. I don't expect precision, but I'm curious to see what a lightweight little guy can do compared to the 2020, which has a big target stock, big heavy barrel. This barrel is like 4 or 5 inches shorter than the 2020. And yeah, I think that this scope is overkill for this rifle. I think this is more of a rifle meant for, like a lightweight 4x32 or something like that, like just a kind of a dedicated squirrel style gun. But with it being threaded, now we have a scope on there. The trigger in it's great, by the way. I forgot to mention that. The trigger in this thing seems really good. We're going to shoot this thing suppressed. We got the Silencer Co. Sparrow that's going to go on it. Run some basic assortment of ammo through it, see what it likes best before we start dialing it into the higher end stuff. And yeah, without further ado, let's go hit the range, see what it does. I'll see you in a few. All right, guys, we're back. How did it fare? How did the maiden voyage of the Winchester Xpert SR, I think they call it, do? Well, first and foremost, let's just jump right into it. The scope did perfectly fine. I'm loving it more and more each time. I'm telling you. I'll link it down below if you guys want to check them out. And then, what about the rifle itself? Well, we'll go with the bad news first. Okay, the bad news first. It was 25 miles per hour sustained winds today with gusts up to 40. How much does that matter at 50 yards? I don't know, but it's really freaking windy. It was so windy that I couldn't really film. It was just turning out pretty bad. But I have the target here. I shot 8 or 9 different types of kind of bulk ammo before I tried the expensive stuff to really kind of head-to-head, compare it with the Springfield 2020, just to see kind of how it operates and everything. Trigger on it is great. I love the trigger. The bolt, though, the action, I got a lot of hangs, and it would kind of like go up into the chamber and then kind of get stuck, and then you would kind of have to like rock it back and forth and then kind of shove it in a little bit harder. That's what she said. And then it was fine. So I don't know if that's a mag issue. This is the factory mag that it came with. I didn't try or bring a 1022 mag to test against it. So could be that. I was something to try for next time, but just worth noting. I shot probably, I don't know, at least 100 rounds through it, and it didn't get any easier or better throughout. So, I don't know, to be determined on that once we get it out to the range on a calmer day with the nicer ammo to really compare it with the Springfield. Awesome suppressor host. The Sparrow on this thing, oof, man, I tell you, so quiet, ton of fun. You can't beat it. This thing is so stupid lightweight. If I ever decide to make this my squirrel hunting gun, if I ever get back into it, I'll probably just get like a 4x32 scope, just a real small, lightweight, fixed power. But you know, for just plinking at the range and dialing up the zooms on this thing, it's a lot of fun. Anyway, jumping into the results. That's what we care about, right? That's what we care about. Here you go. Pausing on that. Again, this was 50 yards, 5-shot groups at 25 to 40 mile per hour winds. Okay, it was no joke out there today, boys. Okay, so you want the first? No, let's go with the last first. All right, if you ain't first, you're last. Norma, match 22. Norma is starting to be, in my opinion, as bad as Winchester ammo. Not anything that I have pretty much likes anything Norma. I've tried several different lines of theirs, and it's all subpar performance in my rifles. So the worst was the Norma Match 22, which is not that cheap, by the way. 2.65 inch group, mostly due to a big old flyer. The second worst group, Winchester. Shocker, right? Shocker. Winchester can't even shoot out of a Winchester. The Winchester White Box 333 pack, 36 grain hollow point, a 2.09 inch group. Okay. Third, Browning. First time I ever shot this stuff. Browning Pro 22 with a target crimp, 40 grain, 1.55. Again, mostly due to one flyer on that one. And then just kind of rapid fire in the rest of them. We got Norma TAC 22 at 1.41. We've got the Aguila subsonic solid point. That's a mouthful. 40 grain at 1 inch exactly. Then we got the CCI Suppressor 45 grain, 0.97. The Aguila subsonic 38 grain hollow points at a 0.88. And then the winner of the day's groups was CCI Standard. Classic. CCI Standard 0.70. I think I forgot to mention this one, the CCI Green Tag, 0.95. So the Standard did better than the Green Tag. It had a little bit of a flyer, but all the CCI Standards are just, kind of touching each other. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. I do like the rifle. It has a ton of potential, and I'm excited to get it back on a calmer day with the expensive ammo, the same stuff we just tested on the Springfield. I don't know if that video's out yet or not, but I bought a bunch of expensive stuff for the Springfield, and we're going to do the same stuff through here and give it a comparison, because this rifle is less than half, roughly, of the Springfield with a like 5-inch shorter barrel. So it's kind of interesting. Anyways, yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're almost at 20K, giving some stuff away. You guys know the vibes. I spread the love. I share the love. Just hit that button, hit that like button, leave a comment. I love you. We'll see you next time.